Hi everyone, I'm just making a wee video to show you some of the main features of Mathletics and how you can use it to get extra practice with your maths. So on my screen here you can see the main page that you get to when you log into Mathletics. To find the Mathletics website it's really easy, I'll just show you that to begin with. So even if you just write Mathletics in your search bar, it'll be the first result that comes up. Okay, and at the top right hand corner it says sign in as a student or a school, and in there you put your username and your password. If you don't know your username and your password, you can email me or ask your maths teacher and we'll get you sorted out with those. Once you log in, this is the first page that you see, and you might see that you've got sections coloured in either red, yellow or green, and you'll have those if you've already had a go at some activities in Mathletics. So the numbers in the boxes, if I just talk through what these mean first of all, and then I'm going to get into a couple of activities and show you some features there. The numbers show how many attempts have been made at activities within that section. So this shows that I've done 2 activities within addition and subtraction. The fact that there's 2 in the green box, the right hand side box will always be the green one, means that I've done well in those 2 activities. The middle one, so it's kind of like a traffic light, red, amber, green system here, so 2 green, and that tells me I've done pretty well with addition and subtraction. For fractions it's a bit more mixed. I've done 3 activities, 1 was red, 1 was amber, 1 was green. If I click into fractions I'll see a wee bit more information. So I can see that I did one on simplifying fractions, that's about halfway, half marks that I got for that one. Ordering fractions didn't do as well. Fractions of an amount I did much better in. There is an option up the top as well to show marks, and that will show what percentage I got for each of those. And if you unclick the show marks, it just gives an indication of how well by how far that bar is across the screen. The point in this is to tell you or suggest to you activities you might want to have another go at and improve your score on. So for ordering fractions, for me that's something I want to click in on and have another go. If I do it again and get 50%, then that will just be overwritten, that will change, and that will look like the amber one above it. And then if I do it again and do even better and get 80%, it will just look like the green one below. So really what we're looking for is that first page to be green. We'll go back to, activities, to see that overview again. What you might find on yours is that you've got a lot of them green with high numbers of green, and the ones with low numbers are the ones that are red, because we don't tend to like doing things that we find hard or aren't doing as well in. But those are the things that we need to do to get practice. So try and avoid the things for now that you've got, 10 in the green section, because you're doing really well with those and we don't need the extra practice with those. So although it's maybe a bit more enjoyable, a bit more fun to get all the ticks and get the right answers and get through it, try and go into the ones that are red and amber and make those into the ones that are green. So I'm just going to go into a couple to show you what they look like and also show you how you can use Mathletics to get a bit of help. So if I go into percentages, it's broken down into all the different subtopics of percentages. The first one is modelling percentages. That's a kind of way of showing or representing a percentage. So there's a box here, actually has 100 squares in it, there's 10 by 10, and it's asking what percentage of the 100 squares shaded. You might know the answer already, you might not know the answer. You could have a guess and it would tell you if it's right or wrong, but if you want to be a bit more educated in that answer, you can click the wee information icon on the top right hand corner. And for this activity it's giving you a video that it's going to talk through, so it's only 30 seconds long, but it will show you how to answer this question. Once you're finished with the video, you hit the wee cross in the top right hand corner and you can go back, and you'll have seen from the video that if we've got 100 squares, percent just means per 100, so how many out of 100 are shaded? It's all bar 1, so 99 per 100 or 99%. You can press enter or click the submit button down the bottom and it tells me that I'm right. Okay, then you can go next and you can keep working your way through the activity. Once you've finished the activity, or if you want to leave at any point, you hit the cross on the top right hand corner. It will save your progress. You don't have to hit save at any point in Mathletics. So if I go back into the activity later, it will take me to the same place. I'm going to go back into percentages now. but click on the next topic, percents and decimals. Okay, just to show you another way that the help can be given to you in Mathletics, because it's not always a video. So if I click on the information section here, it's just got a kind of board set up that talks you through different steps. So if you click on the arrow on the right hand side, then it tells you the step here. We're dividing by 100, which ties in with this idea of, percent being per 100 or out of 100. So we divide it by 100, we can represent it to a decimal. And how to divide by 100, move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Once you're happy with that, click the cross and you put your answers in. So moving the point, we have 0.36. Okay, so you can see I tried one earlier, but when I came in today it took me straight to question 2, so that's what I mean about saving your progress. So if I come out of this and come in at a later date, it will just take me straight to question 3. Okay, these topics cover everything that you will do in first, second and third year maths. So it's a really good overview, and you can you'll see that different topics start to get highlighted off as you do them. Your teachers probably assign you some activities to do in it. You might have some that your teacher set you. When your teacher sets you an activity, or if your teacher sets you an activity, the rest of the activities get greyed out, so you don't have the option to click into any other topic. You have to do the ones at the top, but it's fairly obvious. It comes up with a note and says your teacher has assigned you these activities and you have to click into them and finish those first before you can go into the other topics. Sometimes people in my class ask me if I can reset an activity. They might say, I didn't really like how I did an activity, or understand it a bit better now, can I have another go and try and get a better score? Then that's great, but they don't need me to reset the activity for them to do that. So if you do an activity for your teacher and you want to have another go, your teacher has just picked from one of these activities. So if you find the same one, you can go back in and you can have a go at that as many times as you like. And when your teacher looks to see what score you got, they will see, they can have an overview of how you got on all your scores, but it'd be your last one that's the kind of main one that we're looking at, and that's the one that's going to show up on your screen here. Okay, a couple other features I want to show you. I want to show you workbooks where you can get extra practice, and maybe you just want to have some kind of old-fashioned textbook looking problems to work through. This can be separate from Mathletics if you're just doing an activity with your maths teacher, and maybe they're not using Mathletics for that, but you want somewhere else to get practice and be able to check your answers. Then the Mathletics website provides workbooks that will help you do that. And then the final thing I'll show you after workbooks is how to use live Mathletics if you've not seen that before. So within workbooks, you see a whole range of different books from different topics, and it's a wee bit awkward because it is set up for the English system. Although they have adapted it, now our courses 100% line up with the Scottish curriculum, this element of it is still talking about what grade you're in, so that's like people being in year 8 or year 9 in England. So for us to look at this, we want to be looking around year 8, 9, 10, but it might just take you a wee bit of time to kind of play about the different years, think, well, that one looks too hard, that one looks too easy. But I suggest if you go to year 8 first of all, and then you can see there are 64 different books. So you can scroll through and you can see the topics that they cover. So there's one on percentages. Seeing as I just did a couple of percentages activities, I might want to have a go at some practice questions on percentages from the workbook. So the one that says student, that's the actual questions, and the one that says solutions, that's the answers, so you can check how you're getting on. Just show you what it looks like. Oh, I have to hit the download button. So download ebook on the right hand side, and it'll just open as a new web page. And it talks you through the topic. So there are some examples. It gives you a method to follow if you're wanting to do different things with percentages, and then it asks you some questions based on that. So we've got some fractions and percentages. Scrolling down, we've got decimals and percentages, like we just did in that activity. And again, questions for you to have a go at. And if you want to check your answers, we go to the Solutions one and download that ebook. Okay, final thing to show you is live Mathletics. So up the top, you're automatically in the Learn section. If you go along, there's a Play section. There are a couple of games in here. I'll let you at your own time see if you want to have an explore of the multiverse. But the main one that I would recommend using is the live Mathletics. Okay, and this is just going to practice your kind of quick maths, so a lot of your mental maths. And you can do that by playing a game with people across the whole world. So there are over 3,000 people online just now. Or you can narrow it down to play people in your school or people in your class. There is nobody else online from Pupil Academy just now. But if you were to coordinate with other people in your class or join my Mathletics club on a Wednesday lunchtime, then we'll have other people online at the same time, and you can click the school challenge and go, and it'll pair you up with other people in the school. But there isn't anyone online just now, so I click the world challenge, or you might just prefer world challenge, you might find it quite interesting to see that you're playing different people across the world, and press go, and it'll find you different people online. Sometimes they're from primary schools, sometimes they're from secondary schools. Sometimes some of the people from primary schools are incredibly quick. So there's me from Pupil Academy, Whitchurch Primary School, and Stafford Lees Primary School. Okay, so questions come up the top, 1 plus 3, so you can see we're relatively straightforward for these. A lot of it is down to your keyboard skills as well and how quickly you manage to answer that. Okay, so I'm winning. I feel a bit mean going fast against the primary school pupils here, but just to show you what happens if you make a mistake. So 16 take away 5, let's say I read that as a plus instead. Let me get a wrong answer. 5 plus 7, get another wrong answer. 5 add 5, and another wrong answer. Then it's game over. Okay. After that, you'll be able to see which ones you got correct, which ones you got wrong, and what the wrong answers were. So the other two people in the team will still be playing just now, and there'll be an overall winner between the two of those. But if you get 3 wrong answers, you get kicked out. If you don't get any wrong answers, you continue, and you'll be able to see at the end who came first, second, and third. Okay, so that's me. So just to sum up quickly then, main features of Mathletics. You have your initial first page that you'll get to, which is, oh sorry, it's come out of the screen that I wanted to show you. You have your initial first page. It will give you all the different activities to choose from. Sorry, I don't know why this is frozen for me. There we go. Just very quickly, let me bring that back up. You won't have to do this, it's just because I'm on a teacher's account here. So for you, you'll go straight to this page here, so you'll see all your different activities. You get the colour codes to give you an idea of how you got on with those different activities. Once you click on a topic, it gets broken down into further subtopics, so there's loads and loads there to keep you busy. If you want a break from the kind of internet side of things and you want to work from Workbooks, they're on the right hand side. And you click and you download the ebook. And finally, there's the play function up the top where you can do live Mathletics. Remember, it's Wednesday lunchtime. If you want to have any questions on Mathletics you want to ask me, you can join the team, or you can just log into Mathletics and we'll play live Mathletics against each other using the school challenge. Okay, right, hope to see you soon. Bye.